Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've done this video before, but now that the LP is fresh for Fetch, they're over on Osmosis proper. Let's just call it that, Osmosis proper. Now that they are up and over and incentivized over on Osmosis proper, now you're actually getting a really decent APR for Fetch, and it's about the best you can get for Fetch right now. So I thought it would be time for the Fetch people who are just not familiar with Osmosis at all. I'm going to do a step-by-step video. Now, this is Fiat to Fetch, and I'm going to do everything except purchase because I happen to have some Atom over on over on Coinbase. So we'll just use that, but we can pretend. If you don't know how to buy Atom, I got a separate video for that. But let's go ahead and just walk through all the steps. You're going to see it as I do it. I do everything live. I don't edit. So if you see a hold up or a pause, don't panic. That's all I'm saying on these is just don't panic because this is you're seeing it as I see it. So we're going to start right over here on Coinbase. Now, to purchase Atom, if you've never done that before, go to Trade, go to Atom, and it's going to pop up as soon as it does pop up. I love doing this real time. And just click the buy button. All right, how much do you want? Where are you going to buy it from? Boom, you got Atom. So you just converted your Fiat to Atom. Now, you're going to come over here. You're going to hit the assets page. And you can do this from a lot of different directions. I'm just showing you Fiat via Coinbase. So you see that I have a little bit of balance sitting here in Cosmos. So we'll go ahead and just transfer that. You're going to come here. You're going to hit the wallet. And you're going to send it, assuming that Atom, it's going to let me send it this time. They have problems with Atom. I mean, they have a lot of problems sending Atom for some reason. It turns on, it turns off. So usually if I'm moving it, you can see that I move a lot. I move a lot of it. But we're just going to call it 20 bucks. Now, where do you have to send it? You're going to need a Kepler wallet for this. If you don't have a Kepler wallet, we have videos on how to get and set up a Kepler wallet, but I always preface them with this. When you're going to set up your first Kepler wallet, it's going to take you to a page just like this. See that button right there? I've sent email after email to Kepler saying, take that button off. Take that button off. There is no seed phrase with this wallet if you sign up with Google. And if you sign in with Google and your Google account gets compromised, your wallet's compromised. Don't be that guy. All I'm saying. Create no account. Do it every time. So you are going to come here to Kepler, and you're going to go to Cosmos Hub. So you're going to be sending Atom from Coinbase to here. So you're going to be copying that address back to Coinbase. How much are you going to send, and where are you going to send it? Now, I've done this way too many times, and I know that that's my wallet address. So I'm not going to verify it, but if you're not comfortable making the transfer, go ahead and verify it. You can add a memo. You don't need one. You can put a note. You don't need that either. So we're going to continue. Yes, I'm sure I don't need that memo. And we're going to send now. Now, here comes the two-person authentication. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that in real quick if I could find this. There's other ways of doing this too. This is the way I do it. So I'm still a very old school kind of guy. And once that actually comes through, then that's what you're going to see. As soon as this comes up, you're going to see the send. Now, you notice that on my Kepler wallet, there we go. We sent 1.2 Atom. Now, it's not going to get there right away. It's going to take a step or two. Okay, usually in this case, it got there right away. So if we come back over here to my Kepler wallet, you can see that we have 1.2. So now we're going to have to buy Fetch with that. This is sitting on the Kepler wallet right now, right? It's not sitting on assets on Osmosis. So what you're going to have to do is come over here, and you are going to deposit. So we're going to deposit 1.2 Atom. That's what we started with. That's what we moved. We're going to push it back into here. So this automatically links with your Kepler wallet. It's a wonderful thing. Hit deposit. You're going to pay the fee in this case of 2 cents, and I'll even pay the low fee because I'm just cheap. So we're going to move it right now from Kepler. We're going to put it on Osmosis. Now, once it's on Osmosis, we can manipulate it. We can do whatever the heck we need to do with this. And there's a couple fun things that you can do here on Osmosis, and I'm going to show them to you. There's 2 different ways to do this. Doesn't really matter. You can pick your preference. So we're going to have to swap this. So normally you could swap half of your atom for Fetch, the other half for Osmo, and you have your liquidity pool. You have 50% of one, 50% of other. There's your liquidity pool. But we're not going to do that because Osmo will let us do it all in a single chunk with a single asset. So we're going to swap all of the atom for Fetch. And we're going to hit the button. We're going to pay the insanely high gas fee here of zero. Zero. I like zero. I like not paying nothing. Again, I'm a cheap guy. And boom, because we're on Osmosis proper, we can do all this. It's not permissionless anymore. Now it's here. And we have just made the swap for our Fetch. So you can see that that atom that I had 1.2, I now have none. And the Fetch of 77.5 that we have, that's sitting here. Okay, so we've changed the Fiat to atom. We moved the atom from Coinbase to Kepler. We moved it from Kepler to Osmosis. We swapped it for Fetch. And now our very last step is going to be coming over here to the liquidity pools. Now, there's a lot of liquidity pools over here. If you have not familiar with Osmosis, get familiar with Osmosis. There are tons of liquidity pools. The one we're interested in is pool number 681. So you're going to come over here. You're going to go to pool 681. And now you're going to add or remove liquidity. So in this case, we're going to be adding it. We're going to add it as a single asset. Now, it's going to make the swap for us. It is a paired asset. Only half of this is going to be Fetch. The other half is going to be Osmo. But we're doing it as a single asset LP because I didn't make two swaps. You guys watched me do it. We're going to hit the max. We're going to add the liquidity. We're going to pay the crazy Osmo fee of zero. And like I said, I'll wait a second. I don't edit anyway, but you guys see it as I'm doing it. And now you can see that our LP tokens are sitting right over there. So we've now not bonded this money, but we have changed it into, turned it into LP tokens. So the final step is going to be start earning. Now you can earn 3 different percentages here depending on how long you want to bond. You can bond it for a day. That means 24 hours from now, you will be able to make it liquid again, pull it out, buy it, sell it, trade it, do whatever you want to do with it. You can do it at a week for 61.74%, or you can do it at 2 weeks for 77.18. Now, I'm long on Fetch. I've always been long on Fetch. Problem I always had with Fetch is opportunity cost of Fetch. You don't earn a lot with it. It is tough, double tough, because I'm not earning anything on the Fetch. It's going to work, and I'm earning 12%, 14%, 19%. I'm not earning that much. 77%, you made my spider sense tingle. I'm sitting up like this, and I'm ready to go. So I'm more than happy to bond it for 14 days. I've held Fetch as long as there's been Fetch. But now I have the opportunity to really start earning with the Fetch. So I'm more than happy to go 14 days. We'll hit the bond. We'll pay the fee of zero. And right now we're going to bond this money. So as of this moment, the very second that we hit that button, this is earning, for me, 77.18%. It's being paid to me in Osmo. Only Osmo. I'm not earning Fetch on this. I'm being paid in Osmo. I'm going to collect that every 24 hours on the epoch. It is going to give me the Osmo version of what the dollar amount I would have earned on pool number 681. And from that case, all I have to do with that is come over here, add, manage liquidity with the money. It's going to show up right there. You'll see it right around 12:30 Central every single day. You'd add it as a single asset, Osmo, max it, boom, you're in. Just like that. So for the Fetch folks, it's hard for me not to push this one. It really is. And I'm not telling you what to do with your money. You're watching what I'm doing with my money. And the Fetch that I do have staked, I'm going to be unstaking it. I understand I needed to maintain the network. I get it. But there comes a time where I have to think about myself versus the network. And in the fact that I can earn 77%, a big fan. All right, just a big fan. So if you were not familiar with how to do it, we just took you through every single step. You can get here from KuCoin. You don't have to only use Atom. It's what I use because I happen to have some in my Coinbase. But we've found ways to do this with UST. I mean, we have found ways to do it from there. Lots of exchanges. There are tons and tons of ways to do this. This is just one of those ways. So I'm not saying it's the only way. It's just the way that I said. So I hope you guys get some takeaways from this one, man. I love Fetch. I love products, and I'm a big fan. There's tons of good stuff they have coming up. Uh, their social media that they're working on. I kind of dig that one. I play around with that from time to time. My digital twin, big fan. Really, really looking forward to having my digital twin, hopefully someday, take care of all of this stuff for me so I can just hit the button and let the digital twin make the video showing you how to LP fetch. So, again, I'm a big fan. They're doing really, really great things over there, but it just sweetened the pot so much because now you can hold fetch and you can earn well while you're holding it. Those opportunity costs go away for me. Huge fan. Market's down. Good time for me to start pushing money into it, and it's just all working. If I'm smiling, it's because I'm like, "Yay, Fetch finally made it." I'm all over this one. So that's all we got, guys. Until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.